Hi guys, welcome to your talk with Tachyon Product Architect. I think in the last session we were discussing about concept selection, and in this session we will be discussing on concept testing. Concept testing means like after developing a concept, we'll be checking whether the concept is useful or maybe like whether the concept will be accepted by the customers. That will be checking at the concept testing phase. It is not like product testing. It is like whether the concept is an acceptable one or not. Like that will be checked in this phase. And there are a lot of methods for this, and we usually follow surveys for confirming whether a product is good or not, and if the product is suitable, or if the survey population is telling that the product is good, then we'll be going for the production ramp up and we'll be going for to the next stages. I'm sharing my screen. There are basically 7 stages in concept testing. First one is define the purpose of the concept test, choose a survey population, choose a survey format, communicate the concept, measure customer response, interpret the result, reflect on the result and the process. Here, in the first stage, that is defining the purpose of the test, we will be checking whether we have to continue with the concept or not, or like whether the customer will be purchasing this concept, I mean with this product, and what will be the market impact and how many people will be covered, or like what is the market size. Those things will be defined in the first stage. And the second one is choose a survey population. Survey population, it can be like it can be 10 or maybe like larger as 1000. Here, if the survey population is decided based on the product, maybe like if it is a two-wheeler or four-wheeler, like we'll be able to choose a two different category, like college students or maybe like the commutators. These two category can be used, and for each category one number can be selected according to the impact. Maybe like most of the people who using a two-wheeler, maybe like commutators, so we'll be going for like large number, and college students may not be using that two-wheeler much, then we'll be choosing maybe like 10 to 20 people from the college students. And the third one is choose a survey format. Survey format means like it can be like how we are conveying the idea or the product to the people. Here, it can be a face-to-face interaction. We'll be like discussing about that concept, and maybe like it may be a telephonic conversation, or maybe like it may be a mail, email, or maybe it can be by post, or it can be like internet survey. Internet, we'll be preparing one questionnaire and we'll be asking people to like complete that questionnaire. And like how we are communicating, that is the next thing. Like if we have a particular concept, then how the product or the concept is getting communicated to the customers. Maybe like it may be a face-to-face interaction, and within that there may be like more than one option. Maybe like it can be a verbal description, we'll be just describing about the product, or we'll be having a sketch of that product, or maybe like photos or rendering storyboard. If it is a story, maybe like it is a script or something, or maybe like it may be a video or something like that, then we may be able to prepare a storyboard for that, or we will be able to explain that concept through video. Or It can be a simulation, maybe like if it is a future product or futuristic product, then it will be relatively difficult to prepare the working prototype. Then we'll be going for simulation. Then it can be interactive multimedia or physical appearance product, maybe like it may be an actual product, or maybe like it is a actual working prototype. Here, okay, this is the most important part of concept testing. Here we'll be checking how to measure the customer response. Maybe like if the concept is very good, then people will tell that like definitely they will buy, or maybe like probably they buy, might or might not buy, probably would not buy, definitely would not buy. These are the options. And here, like if the product is too good, then here we'll be getting a good response from the user group, and most probably it will be definitely would buy. We should aim for definitely would buy. And if most of the people are telling that definitely would not buy, then we have to check whether like what is the problem of the current concept, how we'll be able to modify this concept. All those things will be checked at this. Maybe like if the user survey result is not that good, then we'll be going for refinement. Okay, this is all about customer response. Then we have interpret result and reflect on the result and the process. In interpreting the result, we'll be just checking whether like all the process we have followed for concept testing is right or not. And we'll be, if the result are not that great, maybe like people are telling that they will not be buying this product, then we have to go for refinement. Or maybe like if there is an issue with survey, we have to modify the survey. We maybe have to increase the number of users, or we have to make some changes. Maybe the concept is not that great. Maybe if that is the opinion, or may not be. If that is the opinion, then we have to modify the concept. And finally, we'll be reflecting on the result and the process. This is all about concept testing. Concept testing is relatively simple, but this is the most important phase. This phase defines our product, or maybe our concept. So if the output of this, survey is very good, then we'll be choosing that particular concept and we'll be going for further production stages. Thank you.